We are live. This is the wood where you get what, Shabisky?
Wooded so good.
That's a fact, Jack. It is Monday. Moanday, as I titled this. Moanday, like moan. Anyways, we're joined by Dirty Dirt. Hey,
Salutations.
and Junkin Bird is here.
How's it going?
It's going good. How you doing?
Doing good.
That's great. And of course, Shabisky's here. And Raisin. And I am your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Wow, he has risen.
Yes, he has.
His name is PIMPMUNK.
His name is PIMPMUNK. Praise. So how is everybody's weekend? Don't answer it once now.
It's alright. I had the weekend off mostly. Training a new guy at work. Besides that, I had Sunday and Monday off. I sat in and played video games.
Yeah. That's cool. How was your weekend, Shabisky?
The greatest.
The greatest. Did you do anything besides internet?
I went to the dentist today.
Yeah,
Some work
that
done.
was fun.
Yeah.
That was entertaining. And what about you, Crow? You had a good weekend?
Yeah, I went to my parents' house, saw my the dogs and the chickens, did some chores, came back home.
Dogs and the chicken. Raisin.
Chill with my cousin after we got on the show on Friday. So it was nice to end a bit early. That was fun.
Did you touch it over the weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was this weekend last time. Yeah.
I love that. I want to touch it. Trubisky, can I touch it?
Touch what?
It.
Like her. Like her.
Oh, you
dick?
missed the perfect opportunity, but you probably don't know the song. When I said you should touch what I said, you should have said, "What is it?" It. What is it? You can, but you can't have it. You don't know that song, Trubisky?
Probably if it was sung well, I could recognize.
Faith No More. Epic.
What? Yeah, it's epic. Yeah. My God! I thought I sung it perfectly. I was like,
I knew exactly what you were singing. It was perfect. You were right. It was
Yeah.
You sang it perfectly.
yeah, I thought so too.
I recognize it. I just don't know the name to it. So I was like, oh, yeah, I know that song.
I seen Drunken Crow kind of bob his head. He knew what I was doing.
Not at first, but then I got it.
Yeah. Should have just said, yeah, I got it.
He would have accepted yes.
That was the right answer. So, Shabisky, I got a bone to pick with you, bro.
Got a boner pick?
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you check on John Morgan after you found out he was in the hospital?
I think I did do that.
I don't think you did, Shabisky.
We thought you did, PIMPMUNK.
I did. I actually did.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really put too much because I just said, "You all right?"
Yeah, we figured you.
I want to know how much you checked in with him that you know who didn't.
I didn't. We haven't even discussed this, but I just know Shabisky. He's a
because I did. I sent him a text. We texted back and forth.
I haven't even talked to him in 2 days.
I don't think. Yeah, I didn't talk to him after that either.
But he sent me a text letting me know he was in the hospital and that, you know. But he seems to be all right, I think. So
Yeah,
just some lupus shit, I do believe. I'm getting so sick of his lupus.
I figured that's why he took the week off because he didn't look like he streamed last night.
Yeah, he's
Did
doing
he not?
one tonight.
That's something I gotta apologize for. I totally 100% forgot about the movie nights.
You know,
Totally. I remembered it this morning.
I popped in to check and see if anybody was around, but I had other shit to do, so I wasn't gonna say anything if nobody else said anything.
Just totally forgot. Like I said this morning, I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh fuck, I was supposed to do a movie night this weekend," and I didn't. So I'm gonna try to do it this weekend and make up for it. I do apologize to the patrons. It's been a weird time around here anyway, so it's my head space has been full of other shit. But we'll get it done this weekend, I hope. Trubisky. Some of my bacon.
Who?
You.
Some of my biscuit?
Some of my biscuits.
Whoa.
Son of a
Son of a biscuit. Anyway, let me check this out. I'm looking to see if this video's doing any kind of TikTok when I posted earlier. Anyways. What you doing, Bisky? Tell me something good.
That's a song.
Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it.
I like it.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but you better tell me you like it. How much do you like it, baby?
Ice cold?
I didn't say what.
he said how much? Ice cold?
That's how much. It's ice so much. Raisin, he's a dumbass.
I didn't hire him, you did. What are you complaining to me before? You're the HR department.
Why do I have to be that? I don't even like humans. Why do I get to think about the resources?
That makes you the Lord and Savior and shit, right? Like so.
Makes me the burrito flavor. What?
Delicious Jesus flavor.
I need to come up with a little Jesus flavored burrito. What would that be? What would that taste like? Dead Jewish? I don't know. Like wood and blood?
Pastrami?
Wood and blood, maybe?
Wood and blood.
I'll stick with pastrami. That sounds tasty.
Pastrami? Why the fuck did you say pastrami?
Because it's delicious and I had a Reuben earlier.
Burrito?
Yeah, why not? A Reuben burrito.
The Jesus
Wait,
pastrami burrito.
I don't want a Reuben burrito. That don't sound
Too bad.
good.
That's what you get. Rye tortilla.
I think you could use lamb. And you know, he was the lamb, right?
Lamb is greasy.
Lamb is pretty good, especially on a gyro.
You know.
Nobody's talking in the chat room.
Radio silence.
You have to
Well,
talk to them.
Morty said something, and dumbass drunk Bill Hicks did. Do a thumb
You leave
up.
Bill Hicks alone.
He's drunk.
Everybody's drunk.
I'm not drunk.
That's good.
I'm alcohol free.
That's why you suck.
So my sobriety sucks.
God.
Yes.
That's kind of mean, right?
I'm a mean person.
You want me to break my sobriety?
No. I just want you to stop kink shaming and joy shaming.
So I'm gonna go pop a couple pills because Raisin doesn't think I'm fun.
You're gonna pop a polka pills?
Couple pills. I said a couple of. Well, that would be a
Polka
lie.
pills?
By the way, I couldn't. That's a lie. If I popped it wouldn't be a couple. It ended up being like 10 or 12.
I'm carrying them around like Tic Tacs house.
Dude, that's the way I was at one point. Dude, I was bad. I was so bad. It was rough. Dude, I just pour a handful out, wouldn't even count them, and just throw them on my mouth. And chew the motherfuckers too. Never just swallow it. I always chew it. Dude, me and my pillhead friends sat around and we honestly did this. They didn't believe me. I told them I could tell the difference between the taste of each pill. So they blindfolded me, and I tasted, and I tasted the pills too, and told them each one got every one of them right.
The blind taste test. The
Mhm.
taste. I had a buddy of mine in high school. I mean, I came to school high every day. I smoked two joints every morning before I got on the bus. Standard, whatever. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't do it. Learn something
Yeah.
while you're at school if you can. I tried to, but a lot of shit I didn't give a fuck about. Long story short, I'm sitting there in the cafeteria one day, and my buddy comes up to me. He's like, "Man, I took a couple morphine pills this morning." And I'm like, "Buddy," and he's pale fucking white. And he's like, "Here, man, I can't eat this ice cream. You want it?" And I'm like, "No, not really, bro." So he ends up going to the bathroom, and the janitor's cleaning the stall right next to the one he goes into, and he literally just opens the bathroom stall, throws up all over the floor, closes the bathroom stall, exits the bathroom. And he's just sitting there chilling with me on the steps outside of the bathroom, and the janitor comes looking out like, "What the fuck?" And I believe he went home on the bus that day. Never got in trouble, never got caught. Don't know how.
You keep the morphine. A lot of people pick up opiates and stuff. My dad was allergic to opiates. I mean, you ever took a Meprogen?
Nope.
That'll fuck you up, bro. Yeah, that will fuck you up. The only one I think I've never done was the fentanyl. I never took that shit, and I was too scared to take that
As far
shit.
as you know.
No, I'm pretty sure. I was too scared to take it willingly.
Man, I was never big on, any sort of pharmaceutical, but nowadays with how shit works, I know people who have gotten Xanax bars, pressed fentanyl. It is what it is, man. It's not a clean market right now, so exactly what Cameron said. Gage, not Cameron. Watch out for people spiking your pills with fentanyl, because that's what it is. Like, people are pressing shit nowadays.
Yeah, they're doing it to
It's never my
kratom.
bag, but do what?
People are putting fentanyl in kratom these days, man.
Bro, that's fucked up.
It is.
That's fucked up. People take credit and get off that shit, dude. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, which kratom is weird.
It's addictive as well.
It is. It's addictive. It ain't as harmful as opiates.
No,
I don't
supposedly,
believe
it does a lot of damage to like your testosterone or whatever if you take a bunch of it.
I took a bunch of that shit too for a
I did
while,
too at one point, yeah.
but I hadn't taken it in years.
I was taking it because I like the energetic strain of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
be on my feet at work.
I don't like the energy. I don't like the energy ones. I always like downers of everything. I was a downer guy. That's why I like Shabisky, because he never tells upfield jokes or nothing. It's always downers, yeah.
By the way, hi Gage.
Fuck Gage.
Are you sure?
Not you, because you can't do nobody but me.
But you told me to.
You can't do nobody but me.
But you told me to.
But I love you.
You told me to.
I'm
Besides, I gotta catch up.
I'm
That's a lot.
confessing.
I need a lot of time to catch up.
I think me and Rachel need to hook up and become a couple.
Are you proposing?
Hey,
No, damn.
Man, we need to just do it. We need to put our privates together. Put our privates together and become public. I don't even know what that means.
It was no, I like that. You're putting your privates together and going public.
Yeah. Dude.
Gage is down.
Gage is fucking stupid, and I hope he gets hit by a goddamn UPS truck.
FedEx would be too good.
Yeah, FedEx too good for Gage. FedEx. FedEx. What is that other one, that yellow one? I don't see those anymore.
Yellow dicks.
No, the delivery trucks. What was they called? There's UPS, FedEx, and another. Hey, DHL. I don't see DHL anymore. Are they still doing it?
I feel like I vaguely, in the deepest pockets of my memory, can envision a DHL truck, but
I haven't seen a DHL truck in ages.
Was it dog? Now I have to look it up because I can't remember what the damn logo was.
It is 420 in Shabisky's time.
Yeah.
happy 420, Shabisky.
You.
You're not gonna dab?
Yeah, I could.
How was your root canal?
It was good. They numbed it up real well, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
You know, there was, remember years ago when they caught that dentist? After he put him out, he was, molesting and raping the women.
Oh God. I mean,
Yeah, dude, that dude was fucked up, bro. Yeah. I watched the documentary yesterday. I finished it up yesterday. It's a docu-series about the Night Stalker. What's his name?
Something Ramirez.
Yeah, Richard Ramirez.
Yep.
Richard Ramirez. Dude, I knew about Richard Ramirez, but I didn't know all the. This got more detail out of it than I ever had before. This motherfucker was awful. I know that he also went on, like, he would go and kidnap kids and rape the kids. I knew he would murder people and rape women, but I didn't know he would go kidnap kids and rape them. He was fucking horrible. And he didn't have like a certain way to kill people like most serial killers do. You know, most serial killers pick a certain way to do it. He'd shoot them, stab them, choke them. He's fucked up dude, bro. But it's an interesting documentary. It's on Netflix called Night Stalker. You ought to check it out. Right now I'm watching Cocaine Cowboys. I've been on a docu-series kick the last few days. Yeah. You know much about Richard Ramirez Raisin?
Not a ton, no. I mean, I know that he's like skinny and scary looking.
Yeah, I think he was one. I think he may be one of the worst ones ever, actually. Not,
He doesn't really have like the pattern things. I guess is more what interests me. Like that's more of an outlier. That's like a thrill kill person.
yeah, he was fucking horrible, dude. He made this one woman. He killed her family, right? And then he was like, and he said something about you gonna tell the police or whatever. And she's like, I swear to God. And he said, what? He said, I swear to God. He said. He stabbed her. He said, "No, don't swear to God, swear to Satan." And then he stabbed her 2 times until she swore to Satan.
God.
Yeah, he just twisted his fucking head, dude.
He just likes to toy with people.
Yeah. Yeah. I also watched one about that. It's called The Devil Next Door. And they thought he was the. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. I already knew about this, but I wanted more details about it. The guy who they thought was Ivan the Terrible.
Mm.
Yeah, he lived in America after it was during the Holocaust, right? Yeah, well, he didn't. He was in the Holocaust, and then after he was an American and they caught him like the 80s or whatever, they thought it was him and they had this big fucking trial in Israel and all this stuff. And come to find out, it wasn't him. And they let him come back to America, but then come to find out he was in the Nazi army and he did kill people, but not like Ivan. Ivan the Terrible. They take him to the ovens, right? You know, and the incinerators, and then he would torture the people outside. That was like he would cut women's breasts off with his sword and beat kids and just all kind of horrible shit.
People are sick.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
I
twisted.
guess I like weird old stuff more like Jack the Ripper and H.H. Holmes. Like, I don't know why.
There is a theory.
Go ahead.
There is a theory that H.H. Holmes was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a lot of theories about Jack the Ripper. I mean, I even heard one time where they thought it was a woman. But that would have been fucked up. Come out to be a
That
woman.
would have taken a bit of strength, I would have thought.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that'll
think it was. There were so many theories about Jack the Ripper. Vicious motherfucker, whoever it was.
Yes, indeed.
Pretty fucked up shit. Are you Jack the Ripper, Shabisky?
Maybe not. Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might start doing some shit on the side. Here,
Okay.
my weekends get a little boring.
He might start ripping.
Might
Who's
rip.
your favorite serial killer, Shabisky? We need to do like serial killer trading cards.
Haha.
They used to have those, didn't they?
They actually do have them. They used to have them. I think they still do. They did used to have them.
Yeah,
at
I'm
one
not
point.
surprised.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really fascinated with it, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's an extreme outlier in psychology, and there's a pattern to it, so that's always going to draw people.
Yeah, it's like with Richard Ramirez or something. They were during his court time. There'd be these women show up and cheer him, and there was they showed like a lot of photos that was sent to him when he's in prison. Chicks getting naked and taking pictures, and telling them they love him and all that. And I'm like, hey, if he got near you, he'd kill you.
People get a savior complex. They think they can be the one that changes you, that heals you.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
weird.
these predators prey on that.
They do.
Some of them got married and have had kids from jail.
Yeah, that's true. It is true. Very, very true. I think I don't have a favorite, of course. That sounds sick, but I think one of the most interesting, and a lot of people is John Wayne Gacy. Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting case because he buried all those bodies underneath his house. And it was just weird, the clown thing and all that shit. It's fucking strange. He was a politician. Wasn't he a politician in local politics or some shit?
Sounds familiar.
I think he was like in local politics or some shit. I do believe. And that's the thing about a lot of these serial killers. They're very stable acting out on the outside.
I know he worked at a KFC. I just don't remember anything about.
I thought he was in local government. I might be wrong.
Hold on, let me look. I don't know them that well. I don't study it like that.
Yeah, there was one of them that was. Maybe it wasn't him, but I thought it was him. Logic says Shabby equals Jack the Dabber. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Shabby also jack-offs guys in the alleys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We do have a $100 stream go. Please help me get there. I'd appreciate it very much. Where the hell is what's his name? I forgot his name.
One of them. Was it Bobby?
Bobby. What is Bobby?
It's this. What's his name? Bobby.
Ain't no damn Bobby. He's the one that's in love with Raisin.
Oh, Billy.
Billy Boy Blue, that's it. Yeah, where the fuck is Billy Boy Blue? Logic Blaster's on the clock, Trubisky, for $28.12. 12 cents. 12 cents. What the fuck is it? 12. 12 cents. 28.12. And Gage is on the clock for 17.14. And Morty Smith's on the clock for 18.22. So I'm just saying. Well, y'all gotta talk more, Savvy. Come on, you can talk to me now. Tell me, what would be your way to kill if you were a serial killer, Trubisky?
I
Be creative.
would stab them with an icicle so that my weapon melts.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, and then my finger.
Yeah, but you do know they can test water for DNA, right?
He'll use your spit to make the ice picks.
Yep. I'll just put a bunch. I'll just use a bunch of random people's DNA.
He'll take your big
Yeah.
spit bottles and.
But
Yes.
what? But you live. Here's the thing: if you became a serial killer, where the fuck would you get icicles? You live in Nevada.
From my fridge.
You mean you have icicles in your refrigerator?
I can make them.
Just get a mold. Like, like a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just get a bunch of people's DNA and put it in.
I was gonna say, you got to defrost your goddamn refrigerator if you got fucking icicles.
Speaking of mold, I would be a dentist assistant and use the molding gel, make a weapon out of that, stab someone, heat it up.
No, this is not like something that just come off the top of your head.
I thought about it.
Yeah, there's no fucking way you just came off of that. You're a sick motherfucker.
That's okay. He's not going to dental
That
school.
was too specific of an answer. What about you, Derek? Help him with your hair.
No, see, what I would do, I would call the cops on myself.
What?
Yeah, I would be like, after the job is done, I'd be like, hello, yes, I need to report a crime. And then, they'll never expect the guy who was like, yeah, I mean, I heard
But
a
you're a
gunshot.
serial killer. They're gonna think it's weird that you call every fucking time.
It's the perfect crime. They'll think I'm the model citizen. I'm always
Well,
there.
random. I mean, it's not. This motherfucker shows up at every goddamn murder. What the hell?
I can't help it. I happened to be in
That
the
is a
area.
horrible plan.
I happened to be in the area.
At least his was something you could. Yours is just stupid.
They'll think I'm a model citizen and I'm a good Samaritan. Just, keeping an
I
eye.
think you're a model citizen if you show up to every fucking murder.
Not that I show up, that I happen to,
You didn't think this out at all, did you?
No, it's the perfect crime.
You gave no thought to this shit. You just said something.
It's the perfect crime.
He thought about it too much. You didn't think about it enough.
What can I say? I'm a genius.
No, you're not at all. That was the dumbest fucking thing ever.
It's just crazy enough to work.
John Morgan here, he would be like, well, actually, I would
Yep, John Morgan would have my
bully them to death with big words.
Yeah.
I would humiliate them till they cried and committed suicide.
Yeah.
Raisin, what are you doing?
I was reading about whether or not Gacy had a political career.
Did he?
Sorta.
Yeah, he was in some kind of local government. I don't know what the fuck it was.
In the beginning, like when he was 18, it says he became involved in politics working as an assistant precinct captain for a Democratic Party candidate in his neighborhood. And then his dad got mad about it, and bought him a car, and he moved to Vegas.
Something though. I knew there was something about government with him. I knew there was something.
Apparently he was like campaigning for somebody.
Yeah.
And good at it.
So what would be your creative way to kill somebody if you were serial killer raising?
My creative way to kill somebody if I were a serial killer.
You didn't have to repeat the whole question.
I would do the whole town and then make a Roanoke myth so I could try and get away with it. And then just if I needed to do it again, just, plan for a whole
You
town.
would fuck the whole town?
I would kill them all.
Oh, kill them all. You said do them.
No, they die later from that anyways. No, I'm kidding.
Do them dead.
I'll fuck them all to death.
John Morgan's in the chat room.
That's not the real John Morgan.
He says, I can think of a lot of creative ways.
I think it would depend on the person. I think I would like to go more like the Seven direction. Like,
head in the box.
Kill according to your sin.
I don't know about how I would actually kill them. I do know a torture method I would use, especially on dudes. I would take a needle and poke holes in their testicles and then pour rubbing alcohol on the testicles.
There are a lot of dudes that might actually like that. I don't know.
That would be, no, I don't think any dude would like that. I don't think any dude would like that. That's just, no, dude, you don't fuck with our balls too much.
People like to have them stomped on.
And those people need to die, by the way. Those are the people I'd probably kill. Because I've seen some videos where the motherfuckers be twisting their nuts with sticks and letting people stomp on them.
They probably like it.
Like, why?
You are making every man in the room uncomfortable. Did you see that choir of uncomfortable, twisted faces when you started saying that? Just, no.
I don't understand why anybody would want that. John Morgan said, I would ruin the person's name using Machiavellian. Goddamn. Machiavellian social engineering causing them to kill themselves due to being shown. I just basically said that, did I not? And yeah, I basically said that's how you would do it, John. See, we know you, John Morgan. We know how you think and what you would say.
Well, wouldn't it still be a suicide? What is the last part, making it look like a suicide?
Actually, you can bully. Actually, you can go to jail now for bullying someone to. It's
still suicide.
Well, yeah, but it's an actual crime though for bullying someone to commit suicide. Because it happens so much in schools and online and stuff. They have created laws for that now, which they should, by the way. They should.
I want to say this because this shit just disgusts me. Do you remember the girl who basically was like, "Oh yeah, kill yourself. It would be so much better if you just killed yourself." And you did it. They're making a fucking like Hulu TV series out of it.
And didn't she even go online afterwards, and still was a cunt about it?
I don't know all that. All I know at this point is that they're making a dramatized TV series out of it.
Of course they are, dude. Of course they are.
That's so disrespectful.
You remember that girl that hung herself on Facebook? Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. That was fucked up. That was really fucked up. Yeah. But she was bullied too. That's what she did.
I hate to be too soon or whatever, but it's kind of interesting to see them do dramatizations of old,
Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of I agree with that girl. I think it's fucked up that they're doing it, but that doesn't shock me at all.
No, there's
because
all sorts of fucked up shit that happens.
Yeah.
Years, it is what it is, but it's horrible. I disagree with that. I don't know. Taking someone's horrible, gruesome death and making that entertainment just doesn't sit right with me.
Exactly. John Morgan's talking shit about you, Chevy, in the chat room.
Huh. Well, I don't like him.
I don't think nobody does but me. I love him. I think he's amazing. I think he's chiseled perfection, and he's going to beat this lupus.
I think he's a very distasteful person.
Well, that I can't argue with.
Okay.
But you are too, though.
What? What?
I'm too.
I'm tasteful as fuck, bro.
Me and you both are kind of rude assholes.
Who?
I taste wonderful.
Me and you both.
Hey, don't be including me in this, okay?
This is a nice one amongst us right now. I don't know. Bird's all right. He's just drunk. He don't know what's happening.
Half the time I don't know.
And Dirt's kind of an asshole, though. Let's face it.
Yeah, I'm a dick.
He's a dick. I like him, so he has to be. You know, and you notice that most of the people that I like have to be a bit of an asshole. Yeah.
I was about to defend him and say I don't think he's a dick, but I like him, and I fall into that kind of a dick category. So he's I probably guilty of shit.
Kind of a dick.
Yep.
I'm definitely an ass at times. But you know, I like people who can hang with me and stuff. And, you know, that's the reason I choose certain people, because I am a strong personality. We all know that. I'm a pretty. I kind of take over the room when I'm in there, right? So you have to be able to. You can't be a weak soul around me. What I'm saying. I'm not saying. You know what I'm trying to say is that I talk. I'm loud. And I'm blunt. Like, you Ness Raisin, this ain't an act. In real life, I will tell you what the fuck I think. This is not an act. That part is not an act. I will tell you real quick if I think you're being an ass or stupid or whatever. Like, real quick. I'm also a very nice gentleman. I respect ladies. Because I'm a little bit like what you see online, and I'm also not like, because like a lot of people think I'm kind of pervy, but I'm not. And we're hanging out here this reason I'm really not pervy at all. Even though I do want to touch it with my face. John Morgan says American culture awards people for being douchebag personality types. Can't argue with that point. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
To a certain extent. Yeah.
No, to a maximum extent with that, because think about it. If you think about it, we do award douchebaggery. I mean, look at the Paul brothers.
Yeah, I would for sure, definitely.
I'll say this. I do think that the oldest one, Logan's the oldest one, right? Logan. I do think he is growing up a little bit. Jake's still a prick. Not saying that Logan ain't a prick, but I think Logan's growing up a little bit. I think Logan's becoming more of a businessman. He's seeing, you know. And don't get me wrong, those motherfuckers are masters at marketing. They know how to market themselves. Now, they probably have people doing it for them, to be honest. But they probably have people telling them what to do. And, I don't know. I don't know what they got behind the scenes. But, yeah. Whatever is what. It's working. Do what?
I'm going to have to try their, that body armor drink you said they made. Is it like...
No, it's called Prime. It's called Prime, yeah.
Is it like a coconut water thing? Or is
it is.
Okay, so it's straight up as body armor.
I think it's copying body armor is what I think. I like body armor. Yeah. You know the one I don't like that everybody likes, so like a lot of drink, any kind of drink. Everybody's so crazy about, was it a pomegranate?
I like pomegranate.
Yeah, everybody's all crazy about that, and I'm not that crazy about it. I think it's just like a little bit weaker flavored grape. It tastes like to me.
Well, it's
Are you-
kind of like cherry. Have you ever had like a Shirley Temple?
Yes.
So grenadine is a mixture of pomegranate and cherry.
We know you're a bartender, bro. God damn.
You just learned that tonight.
No, I did know it. I remember I said he's a
Ouch.
bartender, right? Yeah. Nah, but he is a bartender. He knows his shit, so.
I did not know that. That's fascinating, actually. Thank you.
I knew
Because I prefer
that.
cherry
I
herring, and I never understood why. So I guess I do. I don't know.
Surprise,
cherry
surprise.
more?
Shabinsky's away from the computer.
Man's got a piss.
What is cherry herring made from?
So, ain't that a virgin pussy, a cherry Harry?
No, I'll send him a link.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll figure it out.
John Morgan, you're on the clock. For real, dude. Help me.
You're clocking in, John.
$500. If John Morgan doubles the goal, he can tell me when to time Shabisky out tomorrow night at any point.
Well, hell, he's already timed out now.
I need that only 500. I just need to go. Come on, you help. God damn it, everybody help. You're August. That's why Trump's political party essentially became a cult. Can I ask you some questions on that a little bit at some point? Shut the fuck up, August. Why do we have him around?
August is great.
August is awesome.
To you?
Yes.
He's never even sucked me on my penis yet.
Really? Well, I mean, that surprises me.
You gotta suck me on my penis if you want me to be your friend. God damn it, Bird.
What?
Oh, man. Quit doing
I'm
that
not-
hair.
I'm not quite drunk enough yet.
Well, drink, you piece of shit.
That's what I'm
Chug.
doing. I started out with chocolate milk to keep myself somewhat sober, and then I just have a couple more beers. So
Yeah.
See? Wise decision. I've got
Trying to
a
get drunk
shot
off of
James
chocolate
Captain
milk?
Wood.
No wonder you're not drunk.
chocolate wasted.
That would be good, some chocolate milk. If John Morgan wants to come on, he's got to help me make my go. He's got to make my go.
He's gotta kiss me.
And kiss Trubisky. I need that go, man. I need some groceries, Dirt Cobain.
Man's gotta eat.
Dirt no brain.
Man's gotta eat.
Man's got to eat. Great. Yeah, I like that, actually. I thought that was cute.
Did you see that was my TikTok name, Shab?
What?
Gross Malone.
I thought that was
Yeah, I saw that on one of the things you had. I saw you had that name. I don't remember what
They
it
said
was.
I would like post at like basically every job I've ever had. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Not every job I've ever had since Post Malone came a thing, basically.
Yeah.
Always post.
You just
So
need some
basically-
barbed wire and stuff.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
Yeah, dude. That's why every time they're like, dude, you look Post Malone. I'm like, yeah, dude, I just need face tattoos. Even though like literally any white dude with scruffy facial hair and long hair, they'll tell you you look Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that, but I changed the contract because you didn't show up Thursday.
Breach of contract.
You breached it, I can breach it, John. Oh, don't give me. I was in that bit. It was so fucking warm.
We need a doctor's note.
Yeah. But yeah, you can come on. I mean, you don't have to. But if you love me, you'll help me. If you like me as a friend, if you have any care for me and my mama, if you don't want my mama to die of hunger like an Ethiopian child, you'll just make my go. I'm just saying. Ain't that right, Crow?
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Dirt?
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Trubisky?
See.
Right. He's so stupid.
Yeah.
Ain't that right?
Hell yeah.
See? So now it's on you, and I think August will agree too, because I love August, and I want to touch August's hairy balls. And I know they're hairy because Trubisky told me.
Whoa.
Damn, Shab, loose lips, bro.
Whoa.
Why you got loose lips, Shabby?
It's just been that way my whole life.
You was born this way, wasn't you?
I was born lippy.
Lady Gaga.
Loose lips sink ships.
Yeah.
Loose ships sink slips.
Everybody knows August has hairy balls.
Heavy balls. Big, heavy, greasy balls. They're dripping of like Crisco.
Ew. That's all that old duck butter.
Yeah, duck butter, man. It's nasty as fuck, bro. He needs to wash his balls. August, wash your
My
fucking
God.
balls. Raisin. Raisin. Raisin.
What?
Tell August to wash his balls.
Scrub a dub dub.
That ain't what I said.
Dip them bitches in the tub.
That ain't what I said either. My God, this is not good.
You're the
This is-
conductor of a clown car.
I am the doctor of a duck clown.
With a schmeary camera.
The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
You're blurry.
Who, me?
User.
Fix that. Our what? Our Shabs and the guy above him in the same place.
Yes.
Yeah, we're right next to each other. Here, let me touch
The
it.
Wood is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I just touched his leg. He didn't react because we do that a lot.
They do that a lot.
We like to
Are
rub
you
each
boys
other's
thigh
legs.
touchers?
Not me.
Yeah, sometimes he touches my pussy too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, shit, it's a pussy. And it's black, so.
Mm-hmm. And he does a cool trick. If you put him upside down, all of a sudden he's a bat.
Yeah, that's right. He's a bat.
For Halloween, he needs some bat wings.
Yeah, dude.
Man, you should dress him as a bat during Halloween. That's a good idea. That's how John Morgan was coming in. I was gonna cuss his punk ass out. I don't like him. Raisin, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Why did he stop talking in the chat room?
Maybe he's fluffing his hair nicely to come and join us.
Maybe he's trying to tip me. I think he should. I think it's
He's making a smoothie.
probably.
It's healthy and low in calories.
He's shaking his weight, probably.
It's full of chia seeds.
Yeah.
Man, it's got chia seeds in it. It's important.
Probably flax seeds too.
Flax seeds is very important.
Hemp are nice seeds. You get nice hemp, flax, chia seed mix.
I know he puts cacao in it.
Yeah, it's probably got a blend of all that going.
Go!
Cacao! I wish I had some chocolate.
I'm freaking hungry. This time sucks.
I want a chocolate chili dog.
Don't talk about food or I'm gonna kill someone.
I
A
want
chocolate chili dog?
Yeah. You never had a chocolate chili dog?
That's my answer to the serial
Chocolate chili
killer
dog.
question.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
go
interesting.
about killing people with their own kitchen knives so that I can raid their refrigerators.
I thought you were gonna say like you're gonna have a fast food joint with chocolate all over everything or something, and just watch people slowly kill themselves.
Just chocolate sauce everybody
Cho-
until they're dead.
chocolate hot dogs for everyone.
Everything you try to eat, I'm gonna pour chocolate on it, but there's no dessert food
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
Just Whoppers with chocolate.
Chocolate Whoppers.
Chocolate fries.
We need to make
Chocolate
this a
onion
thing.
rings.
We need to make this a thing. A restaurant where it just has all the normal stuff, but it's all chocolate. Let's see how well it does.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah,
soda.
it's chocolate
Even the
chili
soda
dogs.
is chocolate soda.
It is a chocolate soda, right?
No, but make chocolate Dr. Pepper.
I would
Oh
like
yeah, it could be
that.
like chocolate Coke, chocolate Pepsi, chocolate Sprite, chocolate Dr. Pepper.
There's chocolate wine.
Whoa.
John, just tip.
Well, open up Discord and come join us.
And tip me at least half to go, John, or I'm gonna be sad for the rest of my life. Because if you tip half, somebody else will come along and do the other half. Well, Shabisky will do it. He'll match it.
Whoa.
There's chocolate potato chips. Yeah, there is chocolate potato chips. Which I wouldn't.
Well, it's like chocolate pretzels. You got the salty and you got the sweet.
No, I get that. I just don't think I would like chocolate potato chips. I do like
Chocolate
chocolate
French
covered.
fries.
I do like chocolate pretzels.
Ooh, that is good.
I like pretzels, period.
Throw M&Ms on them and stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't had a chocolate covered pretzel in a minute though.
Hey, Gene.
Hi, people.
Hello.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Damn, you're not being very nice.
We didn't bring you here to talk.
Wow.
You shut up.
Kept begging me to come on.
I didn't beg you to come on.
I told you to come on.
He told you to come on. I just said if you want to come on. I was trying to
We
get money
don't
out of
beg
you.
here, we demand.
Yeah, you fucking piece of monkey shit.
Whoa.
That would be racist if I wasn't white.
How is that racist?
You said like monkey piece of shit.
What, you tell me you immediately thought of black people when I said monkey?
I didn't just say black. I said people
Okay.
usually.
It's called monkey as a racist term, John.
Yeah, people usually consider it racist if you say it about anybody who isn't white, like Roseanne did with that one like
Good
Asian chick.
grief.
Here's a
Gee.
point. You're a jerk, Drunken Crow. Why'd you say that?
I didn't.
You said that. You said that about my cat. Okay? You said he's a monkey.
You did say
Okay.
that was a monkey.
I don't know my animals. I've never been to a zoo before.
I didn't go to a good public school.
He's animal blind.
He was homeschooled.
Saw the eyes and the tail.
If he was homeschooled, he'd probably be better than what you'd expect from the typical public school education.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I think John is in love with me.
Whoa.
I don't love anybody.
You don't love my mama, John?
I love her just as much as I love everyone else.
Well, then make half to go where I can buy her some food. Not the whole go, half to go. John, I will suck your nipple.
How wealthy do you think I am, Pimp?
I don't give a fuck, John.
I mean,
Yeah, the women beat you up. Why you being a prick, John?
What's that?
I'm happy you're feeling better, Gene.
Oh,
I'm not.
thank you, Raising
He's
Girl.
worse.
Damn.
Fuck.
You're doing a show tonight?
Yes, we're gonna make up for missing it last night. It was all Shab's fault.
Ooh, bus.
Yeah.
I'll be on the next one. I will be on the next one.
Wait, what's that?
I said I'll be on the next one, not this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next one would be this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Another infotainment episode. And I'm thinking I'll put a poll up in this stream to see what people want us to cover.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe we could cover how flawed our educational system is, because the last video we did was on our prison system, and we discussed the juvenile detention system and everything, and how fucked up we treat kids in America. So I was thinking, hey, maybe you should discuss schools and how fucked up they are.
The the most interesting thing about that whole episode was learning about the people who got left in prison and forgot about.
Yeah.
That was probably the main thing that I liked about what we talked about that episode, because I never learned about that. I mean, that's something that it's not a surprise to hear that exists at some point, but I never heard of that kind of thing, and I don't think until we did that episode.
Like the one prison in Madagascar, there's that one older dude there. He was there his entire life. He didn't even know what he was charged with. He was just arrested as a kid with a bunch of other kids, and they just forgot about him. And in the United States, we're one of the most developed countries on the planet, and that's happening. So we live in a wonderful world.
Yeah, some of these people, Pimp, were arrested, and then they just they're completely forgotten about and had to do their own dental. One of the dudes had to pull his own teeth and shit. So he was in there. I think that one was in some Asian country, wasn't that the one where the guy pulled the teeth?
No, that was the U.S. I think, because the guy was locked in solitary confinement, and they just forgot about him and kept him in there, and he never got a court date, and his hair was all completely grown out, his beard was grown out.
I think if you look back at that, it was
probably
in China or something.
Yeah, there's probably multiple examples of that happening.
The one with the guy
a lot of those prisons.
pulling his teeth. But yeah, that was an interesting part of the episode. I liked that.
No, but the interesting thing about that stuff, it just kind of shows how blind people are to bureaucracy, where it's just hey, a system's in place, therefore it needs to be in place. Things should work, therefore they do work. And that's why I kind of want to cover our school system, because it kind of shows how people have bureaucrat syndrome, where they don't really think about how, humans are prone to error. Bureaucrats, politicians are prone to error. People creating the policies are prone to error. People can be stupid. People who are in charge of enforcing the law and working in the prisons are capable of acting out. And I think a lot of people ignore that. Yeah. God, I kind of I like Temp's expression. It's I kind of turned this into a little John Morgan lecture stream.
No, I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I don't like
if
you.
you're seriously gonna tackle education though, I don't know, maybe give that another week or two. I have a lot of shit I can send you about the education system if you're not. I mean, I'm sure you're well aware of stuff too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just we were discussing how in some of these correctional facilities, which are private institutions that parents can sign their kids into, kids don't even need to go to court. They're boot camps and stuff. So essentially, if your parent decides that they want to sign you into a prison, they can. And it shows how people are just hey, let's ignore the concept that parents are bad parents and dysfunctional parents are a thing, And let's also pretend that these staff members that are hired to work here were like, none of them, like, you don't need a PhD to work as one of like the like basic floor staff there. So when they're accused of being unprofessional, it's like, no, they're the adults, they're the staff. They can't act out. The laws of our universe forbid it. And it's just like, I think you see a lot of that in our school system where it's like, how many scenarios do you think a teacher wrote a kid a referral, and what they wrote on that referral is viewed as pure and questionable dogmatic truth, and people don't consider that teachers are humans? So you don't think there's any self-serving bias, and like when the science shows that human beings are incredibly biased in their own favor and human judgment is incredibly prone to error, like we don't take that into consideration with authority figures like police officers or educators.
Yeah. Real quick, Shabisky, what we doing in the second hour?
We demand.
Yeah, we do. That's what I tell you to give us money. You do so. In the description below, we have a Patreon. Please become a $5 or more Patreon. You can get your movie night with us. We haven't missed this last 2 weeks because bullshit, but we are doing it this weekend. And yeah, I got a stream go. There's a Streamlabs. Sorry. Directly to PayPal, and I'll throw my cash app in the chat room as we speak. If you want to tip, and I appreciate it very much. And that's it.
Well, here, I'm gonna send a tip because you've been allowing me to go on my nerdy Gene Morgan tangents, and you haven't.
I always allow you to do that.
What's that?
I always allow you to do that because I give up sometimes.
Because you love him.
It's just I don't have the mental fortitude to fight it tonight.
Well, don't you think if people like me didn't exist, we wouldn't really have professors? Don't you think that kind of...
Oh, you're a professor now.
Well, I don't think I'm a professor, but I think it was kind of like bookwormy kind of people where, like, just...
The thing about it is, John, a lot of us are like in this stuff. We think about stuff, but we just don't talk about it like you do. But yeah, like you notice a lot of times when you bring up the stuff, sometimes, not with every subject, but with a lot of subjects, I can go with you. Racing can hang with you. Shabisky, well, no. I can run with you. Racing can run with you. Dirt can talk to you about. Shabisky can when you talk about. Now, Shabisky actually does know a lot of things, and that's cool.
Yeah.
He's a very smart young feller.
Oh, Shab, it's like hit or miss. There are times where he'll really get engaged.
Well, that's with most of us, though. I mean, that's definitely with me when it comes to these kind of subjects. I'm that way. Like I'm interested in certain, like a lot of historical shit. I mean, just whatever.
But like the what I meant by the professor thing is like there's some people that just kind of like, yeah.
I know what you mean. I know you wouldn't say. That's what I do, John. I make jokes about everything.
I know.
God damn, John.
So,
I
think Gene came through with a 50.
That's a 50. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
John Gene.
Me and Gene.
John Gene. I love your dick.
Yeah, but we only got like 80 viewers when you were on. Like, I really think Google has you on some kind of like blacklist, like red list or something.
Yeah.
Google hates Pimp.
Yeah.
Oh no! When y'all keep talking, I gotta mute for just a second.
So, is there at all a general theme for your stream tonight, Gene?
Nope, we're just gonna cover random news stories. Probably mostly gonna be Ukraine stuff.
You don't even have any funny fun time stuff?
Well, people watching in my Discord, I changed I kind of simplified the recommendation channels. So yeah, if people have videos they want us to watch and stuff like that, they can recommend stuff.
John, you need to do like a 20-minute Florida Man segment.
It's possible.
Well, a lot of people that recommend videos, they'll recommend like these 40-minute, 1 hour long videos. I'd say it would be best to keep the recommended videos within the span of like 10 to 20 minutes.
Well, they're like, oh, John streams for 5 hours. This will help.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot that I want to discuss, and it drives me insane when I can't get all the information out there.
Well, as part of the Florida Man segment, there's like this guy had road rage after someone, threw a water bottle thinking that it was gunshots and fired out of his windshield. And that was like 2 minutes. You don't have to like go in depth with it. Some guy tried to rob a fast food joint with an alligator.
I saw that.
Yeah, you don't have to like
Creative.
just do like that type of stuff with the Florida Man stuff.
You don't want to folk me, man. This thing will bite you. Hand over the cash. That's the alligator robbing guy voice.
Is that the alligator or the man holding the alligator?
That's the man with the alligator.
The man with the
Probably
gator
just-
plan. My brain is bad, said August.
Whose brain isn't bad?
We've all got bad brains.
You need quality sleep, and a healthy diet,
The fuck is that?
and you need to exercise.
You need to exercise. You fat fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, lose
The
some weight,
biscuits-
Shane.
The biscuit called you Chunka Rose.
Chunk of roll.
He has big tits.
I'm having the opposite, like where I'm starting to see my rib cage and shit.
Well, damn, Jane.
It's weird for you to
That's
have
bad.
tits and see your rib cage.
Too healthy, John.
Right.
Despite all my,
They're called
Rage.
pectoral muscles, Shabisky.
despite all
The
my
what?
rage, John Morgan has titties in a cave.
He's got titties.
Oh.
Hey,
Nice
They're
big
like
titties.
fat. They're like he's like a camel. They're like fat reserves for him. He's skinny, but just in case he needs more energy.
I could get with that.
Can you get with that? Can you get with this?
I could get with this.
what's that?
Can you get with that?
I can get with that. Can you get with this, Gene?
No, but August talking about sleep, yeah. They know that one of the best things to do
That's
to
not this. Yeah.
lower your risk
Yeah,
of developing.
that's what it's at.
What's that?
Can you get with this?
No, can't deal with it.
But can you get with that?
No.
You're not where it's at.
I'm not word salad.
The fuck, Gene?
Oh man.
You said you're not where it's at, Gene.
Where it's at, okay.
Not word salad. Your word salad, Gene.
Well, your audio sounds clear. Pimp's audio sounds a little
Yeah.
Everybody else understood me.
Yeah. What the hell? The
You
hell, Gene?
fucking.
Fucking Mormon.
You making fun of my accent, James? Is what you're doing?
It's not your accent, it's the quality of the mic and everything.
I have a good mic, John. My mic's better than your mic, you little bitch. I have a road, John. A road. A road,
It sounds
John.
like what is it, like the pop filter when like you're using certain consonants and whatever, where it sounds kind of like I don't know what the
Consonants, not consonants.
consonants.
Yeah, constant. That was gross.
That was all vowels.
Say pussy, pimp. Say
Pussy.
no. You gotta pronounce the P very strongly. Go pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah, I don't see the issue, Jane. I think you're being a
No.
pussy.
Gene, you been a pussy.
You're being a pussy, Jane.
You don't think the the audio sounds a little
Crunchy.
kind of
The gain's up a bit high.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're stupid.
I didn't notice it recently, but I noticed it when he was hollering earlier. That it was peeking out.
No, you're just stupid.
It's that crunchy sound.
Man, fuck all y'all. I don't give a fuck about my.
Oh, that cigarette looks good. I'll be right back. I gotta smoke.
You're not allowed.
I have to.
You can't.
If I see someone smoking, that initially, I have to.
You don't have to. That's your just giving your brain excuses to go cave to a filthy habit.
What you need to do.
You have no willpower.
You
I know.
Replace the habit of smoking with another habit, such as eating junk
Chew a
food.
stick of gum.
That's what I was taught in rehab. Like, it's basically, oh, this is bad. Replace it with this. Like, it's another habit. Like, but it's less.
It's not addictive and it's not habit forming, so you
Well,
can technically shed it.
That's how the brain works. You can't really replace habits, or you can't really get rid of habits. You have to replace them with a different habit. So it's that kind of like procedural kind of.
Well, you can break habits, but cigarettes are an addiction. So there's a bit of a different thing. The thing is to shift off of something you have physical addiction to onto something where you can just train out the habit.
Well, it's as far as smoking and chewing tobacco, it's an oral fixation. So you know how when you're trying to wean your
Chew a
kid
straw.
off-
Like I said, get a stick of gum.
I don't like that though. Fucking that doesn't work. I need like the nicotine and stuff.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he does.
I just got a vape. I started vaping because I was tired of smoking cigarettes.
See,
Then
but
you would
that's
slowly
that's
change your vape
still
out
an
of the
oral
nicotine.
fixation.
Right, but then if you started doing that, you could slowly take the nicotine out of the mix and cut it more and more until you're doing non-nicotine vapes.
This bitch smokes constantly.
What's that?
Raisin smokes all the damn time. She pretend people are quit smoking.
Well, you can be right about something, but also be at fault for the thing that you're right about.
See, Gene knows.
You can also be a dick, like Raisin's being.
Like, I don't have the best sleep hygiene, but I know it would be better if I.
Well, take more showers before you sleep, Jane.
Wash your nasty ass, John.
God, idiot.
Why are you being an idiot?
Maybe try wiping your ass every now and then, Jane.
That does help.
I don't think Shab knows what sleep hygiene is.
You don't want no cake or poop up in your butthole.
Yeah, I know what hygiene in your sleep is, Gene. I'm not idiots, okay?
You're not?
What we're supposed to say when you show up to be polite.
Hi, Jim.
What?
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Jane.
Why do you ass?
Is sleep hygiene when you sleepwalk and brush your teeth?
I don't know. It's when it's like trying to get adequate sleep, making sure you're in the right posture when you're sleeping. You're not so like people with sleep apnea and stuff, making sure they're not like waking themselves up through like obstructive breathing, things like the proper lighting and stuff as you're going to sleep, not having the TV on, things that interfere.
Blue light is very disruptive to your sleep. Don't leave the TV on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all about setting up, I guess, the right like decor and aesthetics and everything for adequate
Bedroom feng shui.
Yeah, but would that be considered hygiene?
Well, that's what they call it. They call it, psychologists call it sleep hygiene. So don't shoot the messenger. I didn't name it that.
No, we gotta shoot you. I think we should shoot him, guys.
Yeah, we should. That is what it's called,
It's
though.
the best thing to do at this point.
You know that message comes from like propaganda posters for not shooting messenger pigeons during was it World War One?
Yep, and they went extinct during World War One.
Because everybody was shooting them because they didn't want the messages to get passed.
Yeah,
Did
people
a
will do
campaign,
that.
don't shoot the messenger so that the birds could get through.
Yeah, people will do that where you use technical terms and then they treat the technical terms like they criticize you as if you're the one that invented the term. It's like blame the academics or the scientists or scholars that made up these terms.
I blame you, John.
Yeah.
So, John, what you're saying is don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
Hi, Tommy.
I think we should shoot the fuck out of the messenger. That guy's a dick. Never liked that.
We should
messenger
behead
guy.
the messenger instead.
Yeah, give head to the. Wait,
Next time.
I can.
let's give head to the messenger.
Man,
I'll-
John
I'll
Morgan's
teach
a
you.
messenger. I don't want to give head to
Oh,
him.
Gene. Oh, Gene.
Gene.
I need nicotine. I gotta be right back.
All right, well, we're going to end in 10 minutes. We're only going an hour and a half.
Look at what you were
See,
doing,
by the time you
Tim.
get back, we'll be done. You
Okay,
still-
fine. I can wait 10 minutes.
Yeah, we only, a lot of times here lately we have been doing hour and a half on Mondays because, you know, whatever. I like turtles, says Zanos.
Can only handle Gene for
I
so
love
long.
turtles.
Yeah, but do you not get tired of saying the same shit every time you enter a chat room?
But he really likes turtles.
Yeah, but it's the same. He says the same thing every time you enter the chat room. It's like, really? I mean, God damn.
Turtles we
Keeping a
love.
meme alive from like 2006, 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
I like
It's-
turtles.
I don't know.
Keep
Turtles
the
have
meme
their like
alive, dude, you know?
reptile brains. They're not that bright. They're kind of boring.
Reptiles are awesome, John. Fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
I like
This is
mammals
why I
better
hate
and
you,
birds
Gene.
better. Mammals and birds have more personality.
Prove it.
Gator will eat you, John.
The hybrid of a bird and mammal. Bird animals.
Bird animal.
Or bird animal.
I want to get a snake. I'm thinking about getting a snake.
I'm
What
thinking
kind of
about
snake?
I mean, I might as well get a
Cobra.
ball python if I'm gonna get my first snake. But once I
Why
get
in the world would you get a ball if it's your first snake? It's your first snake?
Yeah, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
dumb
mean-
piece of
It's not my
shit.
first- It's not my first
Balls-
reptile.
Balls are they're easy enough snakes, but they can be notorious to get to feed when you
That
you
is
change
true.
environments on them.
Alternatively, what I also think I'm gonna get is maybe an African egg eater because they don't have to eat mice, and I could just have to order it.
You
out.
don't
And,
want them to eat mice?
Yeah.
I want to get an
So
anaconda
that's like-
or like
that's
a
like
What
king
about a
the-
cobra.
sand boa? A sand boa would eat crickets.
Yep. True. And sambos are also unlikely to bite you.
Yeah, they're
but
very friendly, very docile.
Egg eaters also don't have teeth, and
Huh.
yeah, like I would have to buy them
you get a
quail.
pussy, you don't need to buy a snake. Really, that's what it kind of sounds
The
like.
only time in all the snakes I've ever had, if you're worried about biting, the only snakes I've ever had strike are when if somebody's left them hungry for too long and you put your hand down in the tank. Especially sometimes if you have to like kind of drop the food somewhere specific and get it. Yeah. They only do it when they're hungry. So if you take care of them regularly and you're not rescuing a snake, you're not dealing with a wild snake, you're very unlikely to get bit. Wild snakes will bite you all the time.
Every
I think
Store
you
bought
should get
snake?
a-
No.
I think you should get a black mamba.
You ass.
Dude, I had friends in
King
high school. that's
cobra
how-
or a
I was gonna
barracuda.
say, every snake I've ever handled has been, super chill. But I had a friend who had an autistic cobra, and
How-
literally like it would just lay there, like, and I maybe that's not the term for it, but that's what
Oh
he
my
said.
god.
He's like, dude, it's like
You're such a bigot.
I'm just
nerd.
saying, like literally, like it was docile as fuck. It was not an emperor cobra, a king cobra. And it
You're
was
saying
chill.
that autistic people are docile? Is that what
No.
you're saying?
It is what he's saying.
Well, I mean, if you don't want, I don't know. If you can handle mice, man, Colombian red tail is definitely a good starter snake. but
Yeah,
they
I would
get
have to do,
they're
I
still a
couldn't do
boa.
live pinkies or anything like that. I just couldn't. I don't
Well,
know.
If you
that,
can't, yeah, if you could do crickets though, a sand boa is a good way around that. And they're not gonna bite you. They're really chill, but they don't want
Egg
you to keep
eaters are
them in
cool
sand
too.
anymore, which is kind of weird to me. But I mean,
What?
yeah, if they eat too much of it, it can impact their gut. But
Yeah, I get that, but you could just like feed it in a different container.
you could, but you do run the risk of then you realize until it is super on board with that, you are reaching in to dig out a snake that's hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
what if
Goddamn snake
Mike,
expert, right?
like
I've had a
snakes?
lot of reptiles. I've owned sand boas. I've owned ball pythons. I've rescued ball pythons. I've spent a lot of time with the Colombian red tail. I've been, yeah, boa constrictors, like big albino boa constrictors. I used to go visit one. Like I've had
You
big
used to go
lizards.
visit
No,
one.
but how about this?
Yeah.
You know how a lot of animals will like engage in cannibalism if they're like starved enough? Just starve the
Mm-hmm.
snake and then just feed it other snakes. I think that would be interesting.
There are snakes that eat other snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't condone the starving animal, John.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
I
Like
wouldn't either.
people
I would
feed
hurt
it
somebody if
like
I found out they were starving a pet.
people feed them live mice, so who cares if you feed a snake other snakes?
That snake is a king snake because he
I'll
kills the other. He keeps
snake
the
or
other snakes
rabbit.
from
I don't
hurting
care.
you.
It's not that big a deal. I mean, unless you have one that's not a great eater. That's what you really want to get, something that's, if you do get something that eats live food, just make sure it's get a good feeding routine.
I will acknowledge this. I do get the appeal of having a big ass like reticulated python and throwing a chicken in there and being like, "Here's your dinner." Like, give it a live feeding. Like,
But I'd rather
Again,
have a
that's
pet
what I mean
chicken.
about developing good eating habits, because even if it's a mouse feeder, like if they're kind of slow with it and too domesticated, the critters can get a bite in.
sure.
You kind of want to teach them to be good hunters if you're going to feed it to them without knocking it out or something first.
Yeah.
Which some of them do require that because they're just too domesticated and they won't.
They don't want to.
They don't catch it clean enough and they get bit.
If you really want a reptile, get a bearded dragon. One of my exes had one of
Oh,
them.
they're amazing.
They're super awesome.
The only bad part is that she raised the cockroaches in like a 5-gallon tub or something like that, and the smell was just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just stick with crickets, but even that smells bad. If you can order them through the internet.
I
Yeah.
got leopard geckos, and I got a I've been breeding my own mealworms. I got a fuck ton of them.
Yeah,
so.
that's the easy way to
They're
go.
so sweet and soft.
Yeah.
I love reptiles. Scalies are my friends.
Scaly dick.
Nah.
Mmm.
You don't like scaly dicks? What?
Yeah.
What's
I
wrong with
think
you?
that there's probably medication for that. You should see someone.
To get a scaly dick? Where do we get it? Where do we get the medication for this?
That's what King Cobes has.
Ask your
gonorrhea,
local
should it be?
urologist.
John wants a scaly dick.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Gene?
I'm not Jewish.
What? What?
Rewind.
Yeah.
What?
Like what?
What?
Stop the stop the what is happening?
Well, I think what John
What does this have to do with Jewish people?
Wait, I think what John just tried to imply is that he's uncircumcised.
I'm gonna talk to Two Guns real quick. I'm gonna send him a message.
Yo, John, yo, Two Guns, your dick look like a snake.
Do you have a scaly penis, Two Guns?
Did you get like some kind of weird racism injection while you were in the hospital?
They get what?
I'm teasing. I'm sorry. I stopped.
That's what,
Because you're a racist, John.
that's what the vaccine does.
Yes, the vaccine makes you racist.
Oh shit. We've been playing.
That is not what I said. Don't cancel
Trying
me.
to make a joke saying Jewish people are like reptilians.
Oh, that was the implication.
Yeah, it was a bad Improv joke.
That was pretty bad, Gene.
It's pretty bad.
When you get anti-Semitic, it is pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
What? Two guns is our friend, so we're allowed to be anti-Semitic.
I don't think that's
Having a Jewish friend means you can't be anti-Semitic.
Are you saying he is your Juga?
What's that?
You saying you own him?
Let his
he is
people
my
go.
property.
Let his people go. Yeah, John, let my people go. John,
Yes.
why are you Adolf?
Not Adolf. Adolf is he's
We'll call
dead.
you Gene Dolph.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I was just reading this interesting article.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Hitler's last remaining relatives that are living in America. And one's a psychologist that works in New York. And they've changed their name to Houston.
Oh.
They're all children of his nephew.
I gotta change my name too.
What's that?
Right? Even the royal family changed their name over in England after that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta change your name. Shit. You don't go around and say, hey, I'm John Hitler.
People
And
don't
they
even want to
all,
have German last names after World War II, let alone Hitler.
John.
Yeah, so I guess they're his great nieces and nephews. So they all, I believe he has one great niece that's still alive and three great nephews, and they've all made a pact not to have children, put an end to the Hitler lineage.
That is
Weird.
to me, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's what I find it weird too. I kind of find it goofy in a way. I mean, because just because somebody bad in your family don't mean your whole family's gonna be bad.
I get it though. Like if your life is that tough, where you're like, I don't want to bring
Oh,
anybody
yeah,
else
I imagine it'd been
Yeah.
rough being named Hitler after that. I mean, think
Right,
about it. You
your
know,
family will never be left alone. Like you'll have
Yeah.
to pass through
Yeah.
generations before people might start to leave you alone and forget that you were a part of it.
which I hate anyway. I mean, to be real, like when people come out to be like school shooters, right? People start harassing their families and shit. They had nothing to do with it.
God, I was watching this documentary on school shooters, and it's weird because they go through all the statistics, and there is no fucking pattern. It's
No.
This is the random number that were in single families. This is the random number that were in upper middle class, lower middle class. This is the number who had a history of mental illness, and it's there is no.
Most of the school shootings done by students. It does begin with, not all of them, but most of them begin with bullying.
I don't know. Even in that scenario, a lot of them weren't bullied at all. The Columbine kids were bullied.
Yeah, they were all thought they weren't. I was gonna say, yeah, they were bullied bad.
But some of them, it's
has there ever been a school shooting where it's the teacher?
That'd be fucked up. I don't know.
I'm tired of this fucking job.
There may have been. I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't say. I mean, there's so many shootings that we don't hear about it because it's not that bad. It's not sexy enough. They like it when there's a lot of kids getting their heads blown off.
Oh my God.
So that's when the news covers it.
Yeah, I do agree. Most of them would be due to bullying. In most cases,
It starts for bullying, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of them, you mentioned, when you hear statistics of how common they're happening, there are a lot of stories that aren't covered where it's just a kid gets mad, they bring a gun or a knife to school.
Now, I do want to say this, and I want to make this perfectly clear. When I say that, that is not wiping it clean or whatever, an excuse for them to go shoot up a fucking school just because they were bullied. I mean, there's a lot of people bullied that don't go kill a bunch of people.
Well, here's the thing. Something people don't talk about is suicide.
Yeah.
You look into bullying, look at how many kids commit suicide due to being bullied in school.
A lot.
And yeah, that's much more likely to happen than homicide. And look at how
And
many
it's also much higher in the trans teenage
yeah
community
but I'm saying,
too.
schools are killing kids because it's like.
Well, that's a broad statement, though.
Well, the problem is that it's I've been doing a lot of research on this subject.
That's like saying all cops are bad in a way. I mean, you can't really say
not,
shit like that.
Well, I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm talking about our school system. Like,
yeah, but is it the school system that's doing it though?
Hundreds of kids and cramming them into one building. 40
okay,
kids
I understand
in a classroom.
that. I agree. That's very horrible.
Is a recipe for
fucking
disaster, and it's almost like.
But we don't have. What else can we do?
Well, that's the point. We probably should be doing something else. Maybe we should be encouraging homeschooling more, like with the COVID. Like,
but then you're taking the social away from your children, and they're not going to be, So I mean, because homeschooling, it's also a statistic. And we get into this. Most of them aren't as socially. What's the word I'm looking for, Raven?
Adept.
Well,
adapt.
Not how they do it now, where like
they always talked about that when you're raising kids, like, oh, your kids aren't going to be socially adjusted. Like, well, maybe the adjustment that we're giving them should be better because, like, right now we're socially adjusting them basically to a work environment when they're children.
Yeah, well, that's what I brought it up.
Homeschooled, like the homeschool groups now will get together and go on field trips, and they do get together for play groups and stuff, and they do focus on building community with the kids.
But that's the reason I brought it. But that's the reason I brought it up was because it's not as cut and clear. Go, you got to homeschool them, right? Or do this or do that. It's very nuanced and it's a very complicated situation.
Yeah, there are groups of mothers succeeding at it across the country and making their own groups and making them work and giving kids social contact and positive experiences through field trips. So like it's showing like. This is my when I get all crazy about politics, like this is my who will build the roads question. We will. If we have pride in our communities, we fucking will. And we won't need to be asked and we won't need to be forced and taxed and everything else. People would just do it. And it's bullshit when people say, no, they'd be selfish. Sorry.
But we're blaming like the schools. But we're blaming the school system, like the educators and the superintendents. Really, it's not their fault. It's the government's fault.
It's the system itself. The system is flawed, here's fundamentally.
I got a lot of relatives that are teachers, and you mentioned that like, oh, it's not the teacher's fault. Here's my problem though. A lot of educators have that kind of bureaucrat syndrome where you criticize and they go out of their way to be like, oh no, the curriculum's perfect. Oh no. They go out of their way to act like it's this perfect well-oiled machine. There are only bad students. It's only
job.
Well, some of them are burnout too, and it's the system that does it to them. The system is burning out everyone in it. It eats them all.
And that's the problem. A lot of them, it's this kind of groupthink mentality. A lot of them, they need to acknowledge that, like, they need to stop white knighting the system. And a lot of them do. A lot of them do engage in that kind of...
But you're also talking about a system that they have spent years going to school to get a piece of paper that says that they can make a lot of money doing it. They put the time in to get the tenure. To make extra money doing it,
but it's still a problem.
In their minds, what they're hearing is, you want to take apart this system that puts bread on my table.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's the same thing with truckers protesting the automated trucking. The statistics show that when that works, that when we're set up for that to work, it will actually save a lot of lives and time. And all that, but they're against it because it's taking that's taking bread out of American families' mouths. Like where are the jobs going to come from? What do we become when things get too automated?
No, but exactly. One thing we mentioned with the educational system, like I said, homeschooling is one thing we could encourage and so forth. But like the bullying really gets really bad in like middle school and high school. So like in elementary school where it's like a much smaller number of kids in one building, in one classroom, it's different. And the data kind of shows that like, once again, most of like the education that kids really people just benefit from overall down the line is that elementary education, like basic literacy, being able to read and write, basic arithmetic. It's like we discussed that on that stream. It's like we force kids to take these classes in chemistry where they don't retain anything that they've learned. Most people, you quiz them 5 years later, it's like they're not using the stuff in the real world. They don't recall any of the information. So it's like, it's not working. They're not learning. The data shows.
But also now, we also need to cut, well, we've got to get in the show here in just a minute. But also, we need to like really realize that one of the problems with the bullying thing is parents.
Well, yeah, the narcissism epidemic.
Is teaching their kids that they're better than other kids because they got money, and these kids thinking they're better than someone, and they haven't earned a dime in their life. Their daddy's rich, right? So I mean, it's just we've got to,
well,
it starts at home.
It's the Karen and Kevin system, and I've discussed this. Like, narcissism's on the rise in America, empathy's on the decline in America, and American culture. It's like we do kind of fuel that kind of Karen, Kevin personality type where it's just, I'm right because I think I'm right.
And what's the blame for that, though? What's the blame for the narcissism and all that stuff? Now, I think I know personally, but I could be wrong. I think it's the internet.
Yeah.
No, it's been happening before
and we've
the
taken
internet.
all
It's
of the
been happening.
responsibility, and we've given a recipe for it. Like, you don't have personal, even just the change to the education system, which required some sort of homeschool. You're putting that responsibility for the education of your children back in the hands of parents. That gives you your part of your parental responsibility back. If you gave people autonomy in the jobs that we're creating, where they had the freedom to be creative and to come up with systems and be integrative into the system and become part of the system, even with school systems, even if you just revamped it to say, let kids, you want to say that they need to be socialized, that's why you're sending them to school, then let them form their own social groups. Stop stuffing them in classes with kids they don't get along with, while they have to have somebody basically whispering you're fat or you're ugly or you're pimpled while they're trying to learn chemistry. Of course they're not interested in chemistry.
Quit on us.
No, but it's also like the data shows that the human brain can only process like 300 relationships throughout all of human history. Like,
How come I got 50,000?
What's that?
I got 50,000 relationships.
I think you're.
You have a show to prepare for, John Morgan.
You have a show to prepare for, and we got to go for this time. We've already went 11 minutes on because your ass like to talk too much.
I'm hungry as hell. Shut up.
I gotta smoke, motherfucker. Come on, I gotta smoke.
Right? Yeah, we all gotta have it.
But now, now I want to go longer.
What's that?
Now,
Good night.
it's time to thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you very much. Go check out Shabisky on Twitch. He will be masturbating in a box or something. I don't know. Also, Dirt will be hosting the Grammys this year.
Yeah, check me out. Tune in.
Check him out. And, Crow will be hanging out at your local playgrounds. So,
Keep the tasers handy, folks.
Yeah, and
He likes that joke.
His face.
It really relates
He
to
had
him.
to turn purple once for sure.
and so John Morgan's doing his show here in a minute. So yeah, a little bit. How are you doing Twitch and John Morgan show, Trubisky?
Yeah, he's doing Twitch, and we're gonna do the show in like an hour.
An hour and a half. An hour. What's wrong with me doing an hour-long stream on Twitch?
Nothing.
Yeah, so shut
we need to collect little ruby things so that we can make him spinny.
Yeah. No.
I
no.
actually
Well, they're
asked
buds
more
now.
Bye, guys.